Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. BJP leader B S Yediyurappa sworn in as Chief Minister of Karnataka. Nation remembers war heroes on 20th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Diwas. Lok Sabha passes Companies Amendment Bill 2019 aimed to tighten CSR compliance. Over 100 migrants feared dead after their boats capsize off Libyan coast. And in boxing, 5 Indian pugilists enter summit clashes of Thailand International Tournament. Senior BJP leader B S Yediyurappa sworn in as Chief Minister of Karnataka. He was administered the oath by Governor Vajubhai Wala at Raj Bhavan in Bengaluru this evening. He will face the floor test on Monday. Our correspondent reports that following the fall of the Congress-JDS coalition government last Tuesday in a trust vote, Yediyurappa met the governor this morning to stake claim to form the government.
During the swearing-in ceremony of B S Yediyurappa, a large crowd had gathered outside Raj Bhavan with musical instruments playing in the background. After the swearing-in ceremony, he announced 100 crore rupees loan waiver for weavers. Yediyurappa has record of taking the oath of office as Chief Minister for the 4th time, though he had the opportunity to serve as Chief Minister from 2008 to 2011. On the other occasions, he had to vacate the seat after failing to prove majority. BJP has 105 members in the House of 222 members, with Speaker disqualifying 3 members yesterday. The cases of another 14 Congress and JDS MLAs who resigned are yet to be decided by the Speaker. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The 20th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Diwas is being celebrated across the country today. The central theme of this year's celebrations is Remember, Rejoice and Renew. The day marks the victory of Indian Armed Forces in Operation Vijay in 1999 when they evicted the infiltrators backed by Pakistani army from high outposts in Kargil sector. The Kargil war was fought for more than 60 days and ended with India regaining control of all the previously held territory. The victory of Tiger Hill was one of the crucial achievements in the 60-day-long conflict. A report.
The capture of Tiger Hill was important in the sense that it gave a big physical and psychological blow to Pakistan during the Kargil war. It overlooks National Highway 1D connecting Zojila and Kargil. The enemy had a clear view of the highway from Tiger Hill and could effectively interdict vehicular movement on these roads with artillery fire. It was necessary to secure Tiger Hill and point 4875 to keep movement along this route safe. On 4th July, after heavy fighting, Army was able to successfully capture the Tiger Hill, boosting the morale of our forces and positively affecting the outcome of Kargil war. Sunil Dabir, New Delhi.
President Ram Nath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tribute to the brave soldiers of the Indian Army who laid down their lives protecting their motherland. The Prime Minister also shared on Twitter some photographs of his Kargil visit in 1999 and described his interaction with soldiers as unforgettable. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, 3 service chiefs along with 3 service vice chiefs paid homage to the Kargil soldiers by laying wreaths at the National War Memorial in New Delhi. Tributes were also paid to the war heroes in the Lok Sabha. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also paid tribute to the martyrs who laid down their lives protecting the nation 20 years ago in Kargil. The celebrations of the 20th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Diwas began in Delhi on the 14th of this month. The victory flame traversed through 11 towns and cities and finally reached Dras. At Dras, the victory flame was received from Major D.P. Singh and passed on to Paramveer Chakra awardee Yogendra Yadav and then to Army Chief Bipin Rawat to merge at the Kargil War Memorial with eternal flame. Army Chief General Bipin Rawat has said that clear intent and change in norms adopted by the political establishment and the Indian Army have sent a loud and clear message to Pakistan. Referring to the surgical strikes and the air strikes, the Army Chief warned that the action will be repeated if Pakistan continue to support proxy war against India. In an exclusive interview to AIR News in Dras, General Bipin Rawat shared his thoughts about various issues ranging from internal and external security to the new challenges that are emerging. The Army Chief said that integration of 3 armed forces during the peacetime provides better coordination and yields results.
Our soldiers will continue to man and guard the borders under challenging circumstances so that you can sleep in comfort in your homes. All we need is your support so that the soldier continue to remain motivated and be encouraged to carry on his tasks as ever before.
The Lok Sabha has passed the Companies Amendment Bill 2019. The bill seeks to amend the Companies Act 2013. It aims to tighten corporate social responsibility compliance, transfer certain responsibilities to National Company Law Tribunal, and recategorize certain offences as civil offences. Under the bill, any unspent annual CSR funds must be transferred to one of the funds under Schedule 7 of the Act, like Prime Minister's Relief Fund, within 6 months of the financial year. The bill will replace the ordinance promulgated earlier in this regard. Replying to a debate on the bill, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the bill will ensure further ease of doing business for the companies and provide better governance framework. She said it is a company-friendly bill and there is nothing adverse in it. Members from Congress, BJP, TMC, NCP and other parties participated in the discussion. 17 opposition parties have written to the Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu expressing concern over alleged passage of bills in Parliament in haste and without any parliamentary scrutiny. The letter has been signed by the members from parties including Congress, SP, TMC, BSP, RJD, TDP and Left. The parties also requested Mr. Naidu to intervene in the matter. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. BJP Working President JP Nadda has said that the recent decisions taken by the Narendra Modi government are giving indications for the bright future of the country. Mr. Nadda said this while presenting the report card of first 50 days of the second consecutive term of the NDA government in New Delhi today. He said the government has taken several important decisions from the water to the moon, along with inclusion of farmers, labourers and small shopkeepers in the mainstream.
44 labour laws have been reduced to 4 codes. Code for minimum wages, code for legislative protection of the minimum wages. There is a code for working conditions of the laborers. इसमें उनकी safety और safety के साथ साथ उनका health checkup, ये सारी चीजों को किया गया है और इससे 50 crore workers will be benefited.
Mr. Nadda said 1 crore 95 lakh houses will be constructed by 2022 with a view to ensure housing for all. He said every rural household will have tap water connection by 2024 to provide safe drinking water. He said small shopkeepers whose annual turnover is 1.5 crore rupees will be included in the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan Yojana. India has said that it is trying to ensure the release of remaining crew members who were detained on board vessel MT Ria by Iran. In response to a query on detention of the Indian crew, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said MT Ria was detained along with 12 Indian crew members by the Iranian Coast Guard on the 13th of this month. He said 9 crew members have been released and they will be on their way to India soon. Ministry of External Affairs has said that India shares the satellite data and coordinates for rapid response to major disaster situations as per the charter set up under the UN SPIDER. In response to a query on the sharing of satellite data for flood relief efforts, the MEA spokesman Mr. Ravish Kumar said the National Remote Sensing Centre NRSC represents Indian Space Research Organisation as a member of the International Charter Space and Major Disasters. Whenever there is a natural disaster, NRSC and its members activate the charter and seek the information pertaining to disaster-hit area. 2 persons have been arrested in Singapore, including a suspect who funded Zahran Hashim, the alleged mastermind and one of the suicide bombers in the Eastern Sunday attacks in Sri Lanka. More from our correspondent.
One of the arrested is a money lender who is reported to have donated funds to Jahran Hasim, the mastermind of Easter Sunday attacks who killed himself in suicide blast at Sangrila Hotel in Colombo. Investigations revealed that both suspects were radicalized and were looking to join Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. The arrests also underline the tentacles of terrorism cutting across state boundaries and need for international cooperation. Sri Lankan police is awaiting details from their Singaporean counterpart on details of investigations. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
Over 100 migrants are missing after their boat sank off the coast of Libya. The tragedy took place off the coast of the city of Homs, which is about 100 kilometers from the capital Tripoli. A spokesman for the Libyan Navy said 134 migrants were rescued and a body recovered while over 100 are still missing. The head of the UN Refugee Agency, Filippo Grandi, tweeted that it is the worst Mediterranean tragedy of this year. It comes only a few weeks after some 68 migrants died when an Italy-bound boat sank off Tunisia earlier in July. Back home, the Bihar government will submit a memorandum to the centre seeking financial assistance following an assessment of the damage caused by floods in the state. While replying to a question by RJD leader Abdul Bari Siddiqui in the assembly, the state Chief Minister Nitish Kumar said the government is in process of transferring 6,000 rupees as gratuitous relief to the flood-affected families. At least 123 people died and over 82 lakh have been affected by current floods in the state. In Himachal Pradesh, the state government has signed MOUs for 228 projects in the past few months with investment of over 27,000 crore rupees. This is for the first time entrepreneurs have come forward in such a big number to invest in the state. Chief Minister Jairam Thakur disclosed this in Shimla today while reviewing the progress of various developmental projects. The Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO conducted the second orbit-raising maneuver early this morning for the Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft. The maneuver was performed using the onboard propulsion system. The third orbit-raising maneuver is scheduled on the 29th of July. ISRO sources say that all spacecraft parameters are normal. Snapping its sixth session falling streak, equity benchmark BSE Sensex today ended marginally higher. The rupee also appreciated 15 paise against the US currency. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 52 points to settle at 37,883. Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also added 32 points to end at 11,284. The rupee at the foreign exchange market also appreciated 15 paise to around 68 rupees and 89 paise against the US dollar. And Brent crude prices were trading around $63.40 a barrel in intraday trade. This is Arjun Chaudhary with Sanjay Kumar Singh for AIR News.
In boxing, former junior world champion Nikhat Zareen in 51 kg category is the lone woman to make to the finals, while Asian silver winner Deepak Singh in 49 kg category led a four-strong Indian men's charge into the summit clashes of the Thailand International Tournament in Bangkok today. Ashish Kumar, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist, Mohammad Husamuddin and Brijesh Yadav were the other three men to make to the gold medal bouts in their allotted weight categories. The Indian Olympic Association IOA today pulled out of the Commonwealth Games Federation's General Assembly in September to protest the dropping of shooting from the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games roster. In a letter addressed to the Commonwealth Games Federation Chief Executive Officer David Grevenberg, the IOA also withdrew the nomination of its Secretary General Rajiv Mehta for the election of a regional vice president as well as that of Namdev Shirgaonkar for sports committee member. The decision to leave out shooting has dealt a big blow to India, which had won as many as 16 medals out of 66 in the 2018 Gold Coast Games. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. BJP leader B S Yediyurappa sworn in as Chief Minister of Karnataka. Nation remembers war heroes on 20th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Diwas. Lok Sabha passes Companies Amendment Bill 2019 aimed to tighten CSR compliance. Over 100 migrants feared dead after their boats capsized off Libyan coast. And in boxing, 5 Indian pugilists enter summit clashes of Thailand International Tournament. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsoneir.com. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.